Welcome to today's debate. I am Jenny Fussell for UWM News. Today we have Chinese economist Kung Fu Lau and American economist Kevin Smith. The topic for today is currency manipulation. Currency manipulation happens when a government purposefully overvalues its currency compared to the US dollars. Would either of you like to add?
Accusations have been brought towards my government that currency has been valued quite a bit. As a Chinese, I am quite offended by this, but if they want to say that this is a bad thing, it provides many cheaper goods to the US economy, providing cheap prices for your consumption.
I would like to disagree with that statement just because what China is trying to do is, by keeping the currency pegged, they would like to achieve the status of one of the three leading currencies in the world after the US dollar and the euro. So by keeping that exchange rate at a constant level on our side, the US trade deficit is increasing, which is giving China an advantage in their exports and giving us a disadvantage at our exports.
We have selected some students from UWM to ask some questions related to currency manipulation. Our first question comes from David.
Bill Clinton was the first person to call China a currency manipulator. Do you think they still warrant that same label?
Well, yes, we have done enough. Since 2006, the yuan has strengthened by 26% and actually 11% since the Obama administration. China has a small account surplus, which in high account surplus is a key indicator to know if a currency is being undervalued or not.
Well, that is not true at all, Mr. Lau. Just because Chinese renminbi has been undervalued by 40% since 2011, which has caused us to lose a lot of manufacturing jobs in the U.S., and your country has been doing uneven trading practices. And what I would suggest is that Chinese government should accept foreign financial institutions to help them to establish free-floating renminbi in accordance to the WTO regulations and free trading practices.
Well, sir, Mr. Smith, right? If you're going to use your argument that the declining value of a dollar is the problem for your manufacturing jobs, I don't think that's right at all. Because for the past 30 years, according to the statistics that we have, that your dollar has been declining, resulting also in the decrease of manufacturing jobs. I think it's due to globalization.
Because you took all the manufacturing jobs.
We have cheaper labor. We have more labor. We have more efficient
You
labor.
have to practice.
Your demand for labor is a lot higher. You guys want all this money, all your little cards. What do we do?
Mr. Lau,
we do
you
it
have
efficiently.
to have fair trading
We
practices.
do it efficiently.
We don't accept
No. We do things efficiently. Your manufacturing output has weakened due to the fact that your efficiency has weakened, and that we can do things at a cheaper cost.
Okay, I do not agree with that just because you guys they have to be fair. You guys have to be fair. I know you are one of our biggest trading partners, but you have to be fair.
I rest my case.
Okay, let's settle down here. Let's keep it civil. We'll move on. Our next question comes from Joe.
What has the passing of the U.S. Senate bill in October of 2011 regarding the currency policy have on U.S. and China?
It has been more than a year since the U.S. Senate passed the bill about the Chinese manipulating their currency towards the U.S. dollar. And if we find out that the Chinese are doing that, we will impose penalties on their exports.
You know, Mr. Smith, I think it's pretty idiotic of your Senate to pass that sort of bill. Like, Chinese are fierce. I'm fierce. I'm completely fierce. I mean, if this were to pass, it would be just a lose-lose situation for both sides. My side, your side, everybody's side. So it would cause another world recession if that's the case. Like, it would just be a detriment to development ties between our two economies, and we do not need that. I'm telling you that now.
Okay, our last question for today comes in the form of an email from Alice, and the question is there any action that can be taken to prevent currency manipulation?
Personally, I don't think that there is anything that can be done right now. because there's a lack of authority to enforce these rules, these laws to be applied to the Chinese government. And the US government so far is working really closely with the WTO and the IMF, and we hope that China maintains the fair trade practices with all their trading countries.
Well, I hope that works out for you, sir, Mr. Kevin Smith, sir. The only problem is that China isn't deregulating or manipulating our currency.
Well, that concludes our debate for today. My name is Jenny Fussell at UWM.